Yerevan endured severe hardships after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Today, many people have remained in poverty, like Karina's family. She and her husband migrated here with high hopes, but have never found enough work. Some people are living on close to $1 a day. Men and women are disappointed with life.
They do not see that they could be the agents for the change in the community.
But children see things differently.
I think children see and understand more than adults do, and I'm asking adults to open their eyes and understand how many good things they could do, but they don't.
This was the situation facing a new World Vision team starting a new ADP in Yerevan. An added challenge, not only did people in the community not trust each other, but it was the same with government offices and local NGOs. There was almost no collaboration between groups.
Here people are very alone. They feel no support from the community, so they are alone, they don't interact with their neighbors. So they don't open the doors. If you ask, like enter the yard and ask the names of people who live, to see no one knows each other actually. They do not trust each other, communicate with each other.
The ADP was serving as a pilot site for a new approach, the Integrated Programming Model, IPM.
This process gives you path, how to build a partnership, how to engage community, how to work with the community, how to start the dialogue with the community, which is very important.
During all this process, together with them, we built our shared vision. What is child well-being? It's not we came to the community with the prepared ideas or prepared projects. You want to understand their vision, their opinion, because they are the smartest, because they know what they want, they know the best for their children.
Very good idea was start with the children and do spider diagram with children.
And this is his or her problems, and this is the people. The children identified active people or identified people who are passionate to change something in the community.
Children also began to share their own views and passions about what mattered to them.
If you can notice, most of them repeat that we can change something.
Because of this process, we feel confident enough to speak and raise issues that concern us, as well as suggest ways to solve these issues.
In the spider diagram, children named adults like Tatovic, a psychologist they admire. The adults were then invited to form a starter group. Respected people from government offices and NGOs were also invited.
It really helped us to have starter group people because these are people whom community trusts.
The starter group was part of a pre-partnering phase in IPM. The next steps would involve building trust, mobilizing the community, and shifting old ways of thinking.
Of course, there were some issues, some components that made us to question, will it work out, or will it be okay or no? Like playing games with adults, okay? For me, it was new. When we invited a lot of people here, identified by children during the spider diagram, they are very serious people. And then we started to play a balloon game. I was very surprised.
The balloons were children at risk of becoming vulnerable and falling. The group had to make a safety net. With each string of yarn, a group member had to think of an asset in a community that children need for well-being.
Everything we can manage. If these guys play balloon game and they understood the idea, then after that I told guys, okay, everything would be okay in this community with us.
It gave me a lot to think about. I saw the difficulty we had in coming up with the assets a child needs, and I've really seen the gaps we have in our community.
High influence, high importance.
As staff continued, they thought of ways to change IPM to suit their context.
It gives you the steps, but it gives you a variety of creativity. So you can bring your ideas and contribute to this process.
Children suggested one change to make. Some people were being left out.
And then when we see that really the children that are most vulnerable are not included into this process, we did this social gap game. When they did this game, they understand that there are many children that are out of society.
And so youth started inviting vulnerable children and their parents into the process. ADP staff also decided to form a youth starter group, not just an adult group.
Now, we really see how starter group children become leaders in this community. And they have lots of ideas and they are bringing other kids to this process. So the transformation starts and children are really agents of transforming the whole community.
When I said all adults should open their eyes, before I also had glasses that didn't allow me to see the world. But now I can see that in this world there are so many good things besides material things. And there are a lot of things we need to consider in our lives.
The starter groups then led visioning workshops with community members and local organisations. After one workshop, people realised how much they had in common.
And it was a great outcome of the workshop, and it gave us a starting point for the partnership. So these people understood that they are doing the same things, they are interacting with same people in the community, and they address different vulnerable groups. So why not to bring our efforts together, adding value and adding resources towards developing child well-being and improving child well-being in the community.
The groups shared their visions and priorities for child well-being and rights. They agreed to a set of priorities and formed a coalition. When the day came for the groups to formalise working together, they celebrated. They invited the youth to join as the organisations signed a memorandum of understanding stating their commitment to work together and their potential contributions toward child well-being in the ADP.
This event was very interesting. Each of us felt a huge responsibility. We felt if one of us failed to do our part, it would affect us all. As we put candles on the cake, we felt we were making a commitment to do our best.
In the past, our NGO collaborated with different groups, but these partnerships dissolved for many reasons, including that the partners were very passive. I hope this new coalition will last a long time.
One member of the coalition asked who would become the leader. Would World Vision take over? World Vision staff suggested the municipality would lead, with each NGO taking a 6-month term as co-leader.
But it's good that we are not just a leader, we just push a bit the process and we stand alongside with them. We have very strong group of partners. These are 25 partners. We're adding all the time new people who are coming and who are very supportive. Now we have working groups. There's our partners who are mainly focused in health area, others in education area, others protection and social area.
They are now at the point of creating a program, a mutually developed program around child well-being, with the idea of forming more focused partnerships to address specific programming or advocacy issues. Some in the group are already collaborating with World Vision's sponsorship program. Anna Heat, a starter group member and head of an NGO in the coalition, is helping sponsored children prepare their annual progress report.
We have 3 local NGOs that are helping us during our sponsorship program. They are doing monitoring, helping us to prepare these annual progress reports. They are working with children.
This is a very helpful process because this helps us not only to build partnership but also ownership of the project. Now our partners, they know that they have their contribution in their project, and they don't say that this is a World Vision project. They say it's our project. We are doing everything together.